Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name Muhammad Amir Iskandar. I want to present cloud computing. Okay, topik cloud computing and AWS. Okay, for the first question, find out what is cloud computing with cloud computing type example. Okay, for the question 1, this answer scalability and flexibility. The scalability and flexibility of cloud computing are unmatched. You can simply scale your resource up or down in response to demand with cloud services. As a result, you massively react to changing business requirements without having to make substantial upfront hardware or infrastructure expenditures. Okay, for the second, cost savings. Organization may save a lot of money by using the cloud services. Work on pay-per-use basis rather than requiring large upfront investment in costly gear. Okay. Then the question 2, describe 5 benefits of cloud computing. Here the first benefit is scalability and flexibility. Second benefit is cost savings. Third benefit, collaboration and efficiency gains. Fourth benefit, disaster recovery and data backup. And last benefit of enhanced security. Okay, for the question 3, describe the design concept of Amazon Web Service infrastructure to support cloud computing. Okay, scalability, dependability, security and cost effectiveness were all taken into consideration when designing Amazon Web Services AWS infrastructure to accommodate cloud computing. Then second, areas and availability zone. AWS management and international infrastructure that is segmented into a number of different geographical areas, multiple availability zone (AZACs), which are physically listing data centers on their own power, networking and cooling infrastructure make up each area. Okay, for the fourth question, explain why Epic Games decided to use AWS as a preferred public cloud infrastructure and what are the services on AWS that Epic Games use. Okay, the Epic Games use performance and scalability to support immeasurably multiplayer online games and manage erratic spikes in player demand. Epic Games needed highly scalable infrastructure. Epic Games is able to swiftly provide and scale compute resources based on the player activity thanks to AWS reliable scaling feature. Okay, for the question 5, cloud computing are still susceptible to risk. Construct a theory on how AWS mitigate the risk. AWS use a number of techniques to reduce risks and guarantee the security deployment of its cloud services. Okay, to question 6, relates how does virtualization work with a cloud computing environment. To make a cloud computing system functional, virtualization is essential. A virtual version or representation of actual resource like server, storage and network may be created using this technology. Okay, next, question 7, associate 5 benefits virtualization in cloud computing. Like resource optimization, greater flexibility and agility, enhanced disaster recovery and business continuity, increased security and isolation, and last, efficiency and cost reduction. For the question 8, credentials are used to verify user identity, to permission to access certain resources. Explain root user credential and IAM credential in the AWS. Credential for the root user. When AWS account first set up, the root user is established as the primary administrative user. Username and password for root user and the email addresses. The credential grant full access and control over the AWS account, enabling to manage your invoicing, creating users and configure all account resource services. Okay, for the last question, how to perform create root and IAM user. Create a root user. First, we need to open AWS Management Console in your workspace. On the login page, click on the create new AWS button. Follow the prompt and provide information. Create a AWS account. On the account screen, you will receive email instruction on how to set up your root user credential, including the email address, username and password. And last, creating IAM user credential. Login AWS management account root user credential. In the AWS management console, select IAM. Click on the add user button on new IAM user. Provide username and then you can log in. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.